Folks, it is looking like Shiba Inu is continuing to make absolutely incredible moves. In today's video, we're going to be talking about everything Shiba Inu has been up to and so much more. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for more daily SHIB content, and let's get right into it. So if you guys have not already seen what we are working with here, Shiba Inu is up around 10.5% on the day once again, which is absolutely incredible. Again, when we talk about previous days and throughout the week, this has been really just a straight shot to the moon. It is truly incredible. Market cap wise, we are up around $21 billion. So that is great, keeping us at rank 13 on coin market cap. And compared to a lot of other cryptos out there, we are definitely going to hold this spot, it looks like, for the near future, which is awesome. Volume wise, it's down a little bit, not an awful lot still. Over $2 billion being traded over the past 24 hours, which I think is a safe, stable amount for this coin. And when we look at the historical data, of course, for the past few days, the volume has been, dramatically increasing a good deal, which is always nice to see. Now, we have a lot to talk about when we take a look at this graph here, but before we do, make sure to check out WeBull, guys, down below in the description for a limited time only for the rest of the month. So before 2022 only, you guys can get up to 5 free stocks for signing up. This is something special that WeBull is doing. Make sure to check it out down below in the description if you guys like to get started trading stocks and crypto today, including Shiba Inu as well. So make sure to check that out. Link down below in the description. I always do appreciate it. So when we get into our graph, we have a lot to unpack, but the main thing that I think is probably worth noting is the fact that this looks like the official conclusion to the falling wedge, which has been starting for such a long time. When we look at this, we could really start this all the way from, early October-ish, early November, late October era. We could start it from there and end this right around now, which is very impressive because, again, this movement, this shape has been happening for such a long time. And when we look at the numbers, it is headed all the way from, the 70s and 80s, which was just such an amazing time. It heads all the way from there down to a very low point of 28 as, basically the most recent all-time low, which is unfortunate. And that 28 is actually very similar to where we sat for a while in early October. So, people forget about this early October little surge, but that surge is really where we sat at around 27, 28 for a long time, for a good couple of weeks. So that is definitely something that we are, trying not to revisit. We don't want to lose the progress that we made then. And if you wanted to, you could draw a support line right around here, and that would be a pretty good one, because looking at a line of support that extends all the way from October up until now, it's kind of important. But the idea here is that, even people who bought back in early October did not let it get much lower than the 28 spot, which is definitely good. And like I was talking about with you guys on my live streams, which I do every night here on the channel, like I was talking to you guys about on the live streams, there is really nothing you could do to trade SHIB and always profit every time. The best thing you could do is dollar cost average down. So as the price of SHIB is going down, definitely try to hop in and try to continuously buy the low of the day. And as the price is going up, try to sell the high. And you could routinely do this and make, a good deal of money. I've seen people who've made it happen. It's not all that easy as it sounds, but I do think it's worth trying to learn some of those strategies because people have made a lot of freaking money doing it. So definitely worth looking into. Now, when we monitor the most recent behavior here from Shiba Inu, again, this does really look like the end of this falling wedge, which is always nice. And I'm definitely interested to see the way that this moves here in the near future. So when we take a look at the relative strength index, you guys can see this is going to give us, a good amount of info here on the day as to the current market conditions and how much buy volume and sell volume there is going on. So again, you guys can see on the 20th, it gets a little bit oversold, and that is really what triggers this reversal of the falling wedge. And you guys can see it heads all the way up, over past extended, where it would be considered overbought. And technically you could say it is overbought overbought, but SHIB doesn't always care about technicals. A lot of it is market sentiment, which is always important. When you look at Shiba Inu, there's no way to really look at this and say, oh my god, it's up 9% today, there's no way it's going to maintain that. In fact, it very well could, because when we look back at the track record over the past 3 months, when we go from October 3rd through October 7th, it never actually heads back down. So when we watch it initially have this huge flare up, it never gets below where it flared up ever again. So if you would have been worried about buying this on the 14th, 15th, 16th at somewhere around 26, 27, thinking it was going to crash, it never would have. It never would have gotten lower than that ever again. So again, when we look at this chart, it is pretty monumental to see the type of movement it has made here just over the past couple of days. It is pretty awesome for a lot of people who may have bought in a little bit higher. So again, the relative strength index is showing that we're overextended, but that's not always accurate. When we check the MACD, you guys can see there is, again, similar kind of things going on here, but if you'll notice, it is still giving a buy signal. It is still showing that it is a good time to buy, which is always great, and the blue is still above the red, meaning things still do look good for the MACD, so definitely worth keeping that in mind. Now when we check out the Fibonacci retracement, you guys can see it's going to outline the top and bottom of the most recent run here. So it is giving us a bottom of around 28 and a high of around 38. This was before even this spot here was charted, but essentially from the bottom here of 28 and the high here of 38, what this is showing us is that it used the 61.8% line as sort of a launch pad to work its way up until the 23.6% line or so, and used that to further propel itself into sort of uncharted territory. So that is always awesome that we have been using these support lines well, using them to build up and work our way into sort of uncharted territory here for Shiba Inu here over the past couple of weeks, which is great, because over the past couple of weeks things have been looking a little sad, and I know a lot of people have been kind of waiting to see some kind of reversal in that trend, and it finally looks like it happened, which is always awesome, and again, definitely worth celebrating. You know what also is worth celebrating, guys? My Patreon, link down below in the description. I would love to have you guys over there. It would be an honor to have you guys as a patron for the month. Now you guys can see I have a few different tiers, and essentially on my Patreon, I always let you guys know when I'm either buying or selling an NFT or an altcoin. So if you guys would like to steal my trades, you guys could do that down below in the description on the Patreon. To be honest with you, I do think it is a steal for only $10 a month. It is a great platform, and also you guys can go over there and you guys will actually get access to a private chat on Discord to talk about Shiba Inu, altcoins, NFTs, whatever you guys want to. You guys could do that by the Discord access you will receive for signing up to the Patreon down below. So I really do appreciate it. Make sure to check that out. And that is a wrap, folks. Again, definitely a great day for SHIB and the rest of the market, to be honest with you. Terra Luna, so many other things. Ethereum have been performing very nicely on the day, and I know a lot of folks are very happy about that. So definitely a great day in the crypto market. Definitely let me know, guys, down below in the comments where you see Shiba Inu going here in the near future. I'm definitely looking forward to that. With that being said, everybody, my name is Matt, and I will see you all on the next video. Peace.